We've heard all year about how far we've come and all the obstacles we've tackled, but it's true. When we walked through those doors 4 years ago, we had no idea what we would have to face.
We survived Hurricane Harvey, a once-in-a-century snowstorm, and had to adapt to a global pandemic, among other typical high school challenges.
We walked throughout the halls and zoomed into classrooms. Not only did we learn in the classroom, but we also learned on the field, the court, the arena, the stage, the pool, and sometimes even the parking lot. I'm looking at you, band and drill team.
No matter how you spent your 4 years, we still did what we needed to do in order to get our education. It wasn't easy, but we did it.
The challenges may be fresh on our minds now, but in 10 years, it won't be the missed or canceled events that we'll remember. It'll be the amazing teachers we had and the relationships we made.
We'll remember the memories we etched in our hearts forever. That Tiger spirit will never die.
We'll remember Friday nights spent under stadium lights, winning state titles, competing with our friends, and everything in between.
All of us have experienced some kind of loss in these past few years, but one thing that no one can take away from us is this moment right here.
Earning our diplomas. Nothing can take this away from us.
High school is only the first step to the rest of our lives. Whatever road we take, whether it's furthering our education, entering the workforce, or the military, or following our own path.
We are beginning to take our first steps into the real world. It's our time to celebrate us.
Time to celebrate all the good, all the memories, and all that we've accomplished. Congratulations, class of 2021.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please, for a very important safety announcement. The Cypress Fairbanks ISD Office of Emergency Management asks that while attending the graduation ceremony, you adhere to the following guidelines. Harris County Fire Marshal requirements do not allow anyone to stand in or block any aisles during the ceremony. Family members and guests are not allowed to walk down to the bottom of the aisle to take pictures. All pictures must be taken from your seat.
A graduate's name will be called every 3 to 4 seconds. Please keep your applause and recognition brief so that other guests can hear the next graduate being announced.
Today's ceremony is being broadcast on the district website at www.cfisd.net. In the event of an emergency, please make sure you have identified the nearest exit, which may be located behind you. Thank you for your cooperation. Cypress Fairbanks ISD wishes you a safe and enjoyable summer.
Good evening. Welcome, family, faculty, and friends. Will everyone please remain standing for the introductory remarks? It is my pleasure to introduce Faith Masick, daughter of Kimberly Masick. Faith would lead us in the opening remarks. At the conclusion of our opening remarks, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by our Cy-Fair High School Junior ROTC under the direction of Captain Thomas, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem, pre-recorded by Cy-Fair singers. We will then follow with our traditional Irish blessing, pre-recorded by Cy-Fair High School Choir, both under the direction under Nick Likas. Gentlemen, please remove your graduation caps.
Good evening, graduates, teachers, administration, families, and friends. My name is Faith Masick, and as your class president, I am honored to have the privilege of welcoming you all to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. I want to start off by thanking everyone who is attending as well as watching this celebration today. Without all of your unwavering support, this class would not be where it is right now. Now, I know that this year was not what many of us were expecting, but that doesn't mean it wasn't memorable. The past 4 years have all been culminating up to this moment, and as of today, we can no longer call ourselves seniors, but graduates. Let me give you this reminder. No one knows the struggles others may be facing, and no one knows how greatly a kind word or a simple smile may be needed. Check up on each other and be there for those around you. As the great Martin Luther King Jr. once expressed, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. So I'm here to say, choose light and choose love. Thank you all. At this time, we will have the presentation of colors by our Cy-Fair High School Junior ROTC Color Guard, and we will remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, and the Irish Blessing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Streaming
Thank you. Please be seated. Gentlemen, you may now put your graduation caps on. It is my privilege to welcome you all today to the commencement ceremony for the Cy-Fair Senior High Class of 2021. The class of 2021 has anticipated this moment in a different way than any other class. You have shown us what it means to be BFND strong. As you go out into the world, seniors, never forget all that you have overcome and that Bobcat fight never dies. I would like to recognize our guests on stage tonight who have joined us to celebrate you. Board of Trustees, Bob Covey, Don Ryan, Debbie Blackshear, Tom Jackson, Dr. John Ogletree, Gilbert Sarabia, and our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mark Henry. We're happy to have back on stage Associate Superintendents, Martney Sims, District Council, and other Cy-Fair ISD administration. Thank you for being here tonight. I would also now recognize and thank our amazing Bobcat staff for their dedication and unwavering support. And even though this year has been the most challenging school year yet, your teachers have found a way to reach you, Bobcats, whether in person or virtually. The Cy-Fair High School staff, as well as your elementary and middle school faculty, applaud you. If you are part of our Bobcat staff, please stand and let us recognize you at this time. Thank you, staff, for finding a way. At this time, I would like to recognize two individual students who have set themselves apart. Kayal Viji Gounder, please stand. Kayal is our salutatorian, earning a 6.8929 on a 6-point scale, the second highest GPA of all of our students in the class of 2021. Kayal is the daughter of Laka and Mohan Gounder. Will the parents of Kayal please also stand so we can recognize you? Congratulations to Kayal and her parents. And now, graduating today as valedictorian is Lily Ming Wen. Please stand. Lily, she is graduating with a weight point average of 6.9259, the highest GPA of the class of 2021. Lily is the daughter of Lan Pham and Vin Wen. Please stand, parents, so we can also recognize you. Congratulations to these students on their outstanding academic achievements. I would now like to recognize another group of students who have made a commitment to serve our country. I am very proud to say that the class of 2021 has one Naval Academy appointment and many other students enlisting in one of the branches of the armed forces. When you hear your service branch students, please stand so we can recognize you. Army, Navy, keep standing, keep standing. Air Force, Marines, and we have a student going to the U.S. Space Force. Guests, If you currently serve or have served in the military, please also stand at this time. We appreciate your commitment and service to our country. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Graduation Day is an important milestone for our graduates, and it's certainly a culminating moment for all of us at Cy-Fair High School. For our parents and guardians, Graduation Day is also a time that symbolizes academic success, and it's a rite of passage for what comes next. Parents, you have played a very important role in the journey of your student. So if you are a parent or guardian of a graduating senior, please stand at this time so we can recognize you. Seniors, Cy-Fair High School has a proud history of community, resilience, and a mindset of never giving up. The BF&D spirit grows stronger with every class that graduates, with every victory we celebrate, and every challenge that we face together. To the class of 2021, you have contributed to our proud BF&D history, and you will always be remembered as the class that navigated through unprecedented times. Today, we celebrate your accomplishments. We will recognize 797 graduates, of which 305 are honor grads. Graduates that have earned summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude are wearing gold honor cords tonight. We have 11 National Merit students, which includes 3 finalists. 344 of you took 1 or more dual credit courses. 354 of you took 1 or more AP courses. And the class of 2021 totaled an amount of $7,285,100 in scholarship money. Bobcats, I am very proud of your hard work and determination that has brought you here today, and even more proud of you of your ability to rise to the occasion during this very challenging time. Congratulations, seniors. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Emily Hang. Emily is the daughter of Cindy and Dylan Hang. She will be delivering the graduation address.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the graduation of the Cy-Fair class of 2021. Graduates, here we are today, gathered in what feels like the first time in forever, but also the last. Tonight is about us. Tonight is about wearing the color maroon proudly for one last time. Tonight is about celebrating all of our hard work with our loved ones. Tonight is about how we took on a new challenge every single day. Tonight is about how our class was continuously struck with hardship, yet we emerged victorious from the flames. Tonight is about us, the class of 2021, who will walk across this stage and become the class of 2021 alumni. For all of us, this moment is the culmination of the past 13 years. Every memory that we have made here will be carried with us to the next endeavors of our lives. Looking back into our past, we can see what our class has endured and accomplished, proving that we are the most resilient class to have walked through the halls of Cy-Fair. A major part of the reason that we have even made it this far is surrounding us right now. From our parents at the farthest ends of the stands, to our teachers lining the fields, and our administration up on stage. You are the reason we are here tonight. And on behalf of my peers, I would like to thank you for your role in our success. And graduates, I would like you to thank yourselves as well for your effort, perseverance, but for mainly your resilience during the times when high school seemed impossible. Resilience is defined as the ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. I believe the class of 2021 is the true embodiment of the definition of resilience. Since we started high school in the fall of 2017, we have experienced numerous events of misfortune, yet we were able to overcome them in amazing ways. In August of 2017, Hurricane Harvey hit the Houston area. Homes and buildings were flooded, including Cy-Fair High School. Together, as our classmates stepped up and helped our community, we helped everyone who was affected. We started our freshman year with the loss of 2 weeks of curriculum, yet we were able to excel in academics, athletics, and fine arts. Our baseball, softball, tennis, swim, volleyball, cheer, golf, and basketball all brought home many district, regional, and state championship titles, with our football team proudly showing off a state championship in 2017. Our orchestra, band, and choir received superior ratings at state contests. We also had an overwhelming number of students participate in over 70 of Cy-Fair's offered clubs and organizations, including the National Honor Society, in which our class logged over 8,000 service hours. In March of 2020, the world was hit with a global pandemic. The events at the end of our senior and junior year were truly unprecedented. In the previous years, seniors experienced a typical end to their high school journey, which is what we would have hoped for. The start of our senior year was like no other. Half of us were at home and half of us were at school. However, as a class, we adjusted to a new and daunting learning environment to keep our community safe. Despite these once-in-a-lifetime events, resilience, our defining factor, remained persistent as we forged ahead. It is our unique circumstances that will forever set us apart from our predecessors, in which we learned valuable lessons that no classroom could have taught us. We learned to adapt to sudden changes, to control the things that we can control and accept the things that we cannot, and to make the most out of every single moment. The class of 2021's continuous perseverance is rooted in the rich traditions that Cy-Fair has accumulated since 1935. That is 86 years for our Bobcats to create timeless memories, strengthen our school's spirit, and make academic history. On September 11th, 2017, we stepped foot into these hallways for the first time. These past 4 years zoomed by faster than any of us could have imagined. In the face of adversity, we rose victoriously from the flames, with our resilience shining through. And never in a million years would I have imagined I would be standing here addressing the strongest, most remarkable, and most accomplished class, who is truly the embodiment of resilience, to have ever walked across this stage. If there is anything that 2021 has taught us, it is this. We, the class of 2021, have faced extraordinary challenges like never before and successfully conquered them. We, the class of 2021, have adapted to life during a global pandemic unlike anything before and have grown stronger together. We, the class of 2021, have proven that no matter how tough the challenges, no matter how difficult the obstacles, no matter how demanding the environment, we will overcome them and succeed. Because we are strong, because we are resilient, and because we are Cy-Fair Bobcats, and our future is in our hands, limited only by our imagination. Congratulations, Cy-Fair class of 2021. You did it. Thank you, and BFND.
Thank you so much, Emily. All right, senior class, this is your moment. Senior class of 2021, please rise. Dr. Henry, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Henry, as principal of Cy-Fair Senior High School, it is my pleasure to present to you the senior class of 2021 and to certify that they have fulfilled the necessary requirements for graduation from this institution and the state of Texas. It is my request that these students be graduated and that you, in your capacity as superintendent of schools, confer upon them the high school diploma with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. By the authority vested in me by the Texas Education Agency and the Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District's Board of Education, I do hereby confer upon the senior class of 2021 the diplomas of Cy-Fair High School with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Henry. Graduates, at this time, please move your tassel from right to the left, signifying your graduation. Will the first row of graduates begin to line up at this time to my left here at the stage? The other graduates, please be seated. I'm now pleased to present to you the faculty members who will be reading names of our graduates. Mr. Stephen Coulon, Mr. William Stabline, Miss Barbara Alvarado, Miss Ann Ginn, Miss Ashley Crone, Nicholas Lykos. These faculty members were selected by our senior class for their positive and lasting impact they've had on the class of 2020. Today, every graduate's name will be recognized. Mr. Coulon, would you please begin the presentation of graduates?
Let's begin with our summa cum laude graduates. Sham Fayez Alma. Linda Giselle Alvarado. Jalen Alvarez. Cynthia Eviania Anderson. Courtney Brooke Albo. Dahlia Gassan Awad. Oluwademi Ladeyo Ayomakun Owushika Oluma. Ruby Isabella Bach. Catherine Elizabeth Banks. Diwa Busal. Samantha Grace Blocker. Cassandra Nicole Bonilla. Ryan Kate Brokemarkle. Mark Robert Bugos. Chelsea Queen Bui. Grant Farrar Bybee. Paige Laree Bybee. Paige Alexandra Cagney. Callie Grace Carlisle. Juliana Amy Castro. Wajia Yasmin Chaudhary. Julia Renee Chu. Kathy Tan Ho Chi. April Tien Chu. Andrew Michael Sapola. Cecilia Elsalie Cohen. Jake Ryan Cooper. Jaden Renee Crosswell. Joanna Lauren Daguilar. Connor Denow. Evan Samuel DeLon. Anita Pradeep Deshpande. Noah Ray Diaz. Abigail Elizabeth Dobney. Kylie Elizabeth Dunlap. Sarah Nchasi. Sakina Fossilboy. Avery Lynn Gollier. Jennifer Gomez. Alexa J. Gonzalez. Siddharth Gopalakrishnan. Kyle Gounder. Kay Ellen Grine. Kyle David George Gross. Adrian Alexander Guzman. Emily Tweevy Hang. Morgan Claire Hansen. Annalie Grace Hellisty. Melanie Lori Hernandez. Emma Grace Harold. Ashlyn Taylor Hinojosa. Ali Oscar Zahir Hirani. Julianne Ho. Nee Lan Ho. Stacy Catherine Howard. Annalisa Hyams. Colton Bray Ife. Evan Jaradat. Joshua Caleb John. Gavin Michael Joyce. Kendall Elena Killingsworth. Erin Virginia Cody. Rachel Elena Kusimo. Stefan Tomov Kuzmanov. Presley Lenora Lawson. Donna Nop-On Lee. Catherine Danielle Lightfoot. Teresa Lin. Catherine Hui Lin Liu. Jacob Peter Lowenstein. Meredith Ryan Lubes. Sarah Elizabeth Manger. Gershon Singh Man. Joskarn Singh Man. Faith Elizabeth Masick. Blake Alexandra McGill. Thatcher McKinley Milton. Emma Grace Morgan. Jacob William Morgan. Weston Joseph Mounts. Anirudh Santosh Nair. Alan Nguyen. Hallie V. Nguyen. Justin Jui Kang Nguyen. Lily Min Nguyen. Madeline Tien Ha Nguyen. Megan Lon T. Nguyen. Cameron Jacob O'Brien. Katrina Taylor Onstadt. Olivia Lynn Orlando. Elena Rose Parker. Taylor Nicole Parker. Cassandra Para. Braj Patel. Cyan Pham. Rebecca Grace Portalatin. Carson Joseph Price. Hanya Qureshi. Shwalanti Ranganathan. Taylor Joe Reynolds. Austin Andrew Robertson. Jalen Mackay Robinson. Kendall Elizabeth Royer. Ashley Paige Schluter. Catherine Faye Schluter. Mason Douglas Savali. Vindhya Selvakumar. Hiba Koram Sheikh. Sonia Shaju. Siddharth Shamkumar. Sarah Elizabeth Siebert. Hallie Jane Skufka. Kinley Elise Smith. Matthew Benjamin Smith. Joseph Cullen Snyder. Collins Gray St. Amant. Mallory Melisson Steppe. Jackson Winfield Sudduth Jr. Amanda Quinn Tien Tran. Evelyn Tran. Tien On Tran. Reese Mackenzie Turnell. Haley Elizabeth Vardaman. Daniel Varno. Tao Tun Vo. Andrew Wang. Madeline Elizabeth Warwick. Julia Adeline Weisinger. Jack Mitchell Whitmer. Jordan Davis Wright. Kinsey Ann Zelinsky.
Now starts our magna cum laude graduates. Soraya Akers. Porter Blakeney Albrecht. Natalie Rosalind Amodio. Grant Douglas Axelrod. Taylor Nicole Bowen. Ryan Dung Cao. Chelsea Chanhang. Xavier Alexander Como. Caitlin Renee Corbin. Carter Brian Cravens. Caitlin Kennedy Crawford. Argentina De La Cruz. Quinn Tran Cao Do. Randy Gangoy Duncan. Mason Lee Elliott. Joshua David Farrell. Olivia Grace Freed. Holly Grace Furlong. Isabella Sophia Garcia. Jessica Ruth Goad. Brianna Nicole Gonzalez, Estefany Gonzalez Lorera, Garrett Charles Greeny, Bradley K. Green, Mallory Ray Grine, Aiden Christopher Grigg, Francine Senya Guevara, Isabella Jewel Gutierrez, Audrey Catherine Hain, Patricia Grace Harrison, William John Herr III, Catherine Elisa Herrera, Aislinn Grace Holder, Victor Montez Holguin II, Brady Carson Howell, Bianca Alexis Huerta, Caitlin Nicole Jones, Andrew Marshall Jordan, Mahir Samir Kalgatki, Emma Noel Khorshid, Peyton Dean Knight, Daniela Michelle Lopez Antonio, Kara Olivia Lucas, Rory Shea Lynch, Seethlali Alejandra McKay, Harsimran Singh Mann, Parneet Mann, Jolie Ray Martin, Bo Blazer Matthews, Zachary Lawrence McCrae, Alana McNamee, Erica Vanessa Manasco, Jacob McLean Milks, Angelina Monita Mill, Catherine Alyssa Miranda, Henry David Molina, Pedro Sebastian Naranjo Diaz, I Von Pham Nguyen, Andy Nguyen, Emily Nguyen, Joseph Nguyen, Stephanie Nguyen, Madeline Grace Nichols, Alyssa Marie Tolentino Nolan, Jacob Ryan Osterman, Luis Alexander Oviedo, Stephanie Oviedo Vasquez, Alec Mason Parker, Ricardo Perez Mendez, Lauren Haley Phillips, Sasha Porter, Ariana Reyes, Alyssa Jordan Rivera, Reagan Laporte Rose, Adrian Baltazar Sacolzat Barrios, Leslie Melissa Sapon, Taylor Ann Schreiber, Trevor Lawrence Sayedin, Samantha Grace Booty Sheets, Paige Laura Pauline Talley, Carly Nicole Thaxton, Jaden Marie Turner, Mason Jet Tyree, Hunter Elise Yagi, Litzy Zakena, Zoe Victoria Zurich. That concludes our magna cum laude graduates. Now starts our cum laude graduates. Stephanie Janira Almendarez, Jocelyn Anai Alonso, Angelica Yvette Anguiano, Camilla Armstrong, David Jonathan Armstrong, Caitlin Elizabeth Arnold, Madison Michelle Barnett, Daniel Tomas Barrera, Kaylee Michelle Bitter, Adriana Marie Black, Logan Wayne Bach, Ty Michael Broussard, Patrick Quinn Bryant, Veronica Anaí Cabrera, Sakura Jocelyn Chapa, Nicholas John Crest, Siona Jasmine Clark, Casey Nicole Kofer, Maverick Asher Cook, Kaylee Yvette Cromer, Brady Reese Crow, Brandon David Dargitz, Stephen Alexander Dodd, Reem Ashraf El Miari, Leah Nicole Allerman, Juliana Ines Escobedo, Sophia Rose Finelli, Ashley Rose Fritch, Nydia Lizette Fuentes, Anthony Michael Gabinelli, Caitlin Nicole Garcia, Alexia Marie Garza, Ahmad Nassim Gibson, Beatriz Carolina Garan da Silva, David Michael Habayeb, Sydney Hong Hayek, Sydney Brianna Hargrove, Jamuri Javion Henderson, Elizabeth Ray Hennefeld, Gracie Leigh Zinn Hunt, Madison Leanne Jackson, Kaylee Rain Jansen, Ashley Jimenez, Riley Bree Johnson, Bailey Elizabeth Jones, Viviana Juarez, Anush Shahzad Hafid Khan, Morgan Emma Lakin, Paige Elizabeth Lair, Camilla Yanis, Andrea Michelle Lopez Suezo, Kevin Sebastian Luna, Alyssa Rose Martinez, Brendan Noah Martinez.
Jasmine Giselle Martinez, Jocelyn Angelina Masadi, Aaliyah Kalani Mathis, Walt Maxwell. Thank you. Anna Wynn, Kathy Wynn, Larry Huang Wynn, Mila Twing Yi Trin Wynn, Jaden Ryden Ontiveros Gonzalez, Tina Daniela Orduño, Liam Maurice Parody, Jacqueline Patino Perez, Nathan Charles Perez, Yahir Perez Lopez, Catherine New Pham, Liam John Phelan, Emma Rose Reyna, Diana Rodriguez, Jacob Nathaniel Romero, Rebecca Lynn Riza, Alexa Renee Sarzosa, Kara Michelle Spice, Allison Riley Stevens, Everett Paul Toronto, Justin Michael Tellez, Pawan Krishna Thoda, Zoe Nairi Threkold, Caroline Torres Rodriguez, Hui Trong Tran, Henry Charles Tromka, Brianna Marie Valdez, Alexandria Renee Vinson, and this ends our honor graduates. Sarah Ashley Abel, Braden Acosta, Justin Ray Aguirre, Nelson Ikoria Agbaradian, Madison Elizabeth Ayler, Jose Angel Alatorre, Jeffrey Scott Allen, Aiden Bryce Alm, Jacqueline Marjorie Almares, Anas Firas Alobali, Haneen Asalkini, Oscar Alvarado, Victoria Eliza Alvarez, Zachary Allen Alvarez, Adriana Mache Anderson, Jacqueline Andrade, John Carlos Andrade, Roberto Elias Andrade, Isabel Rebecca Arañas, John Michael Arredondo, Jose Julian Areguin, Aiden Santana Artega, Daniela Brianna Astorga, Levin Wynn Aurelio, Lindsay Wynn Aurelio, Ariel Juliana Ayala, Daniela Maria Ascona, Teresa Janie Badillo, Dominic Dwayne Bailey, Stacy Allen Baker Jr., Tyler Reed Baker, Idalyn Rose Balda, Clarissa Bali, Cassidy Elizabeth Balmer, Jorge Alejandro Baltazar Asensio, Tequiria Sheree Barkis, Elena Barrios, Diego Macedo Baron, Christian Joseph Bartlett, Cody Matthew Baxter, Kiana Litzel Batzan, Alexis Annabelle Becerra, Samuel Becerra, Haley Vinay Bell, Landon Lane Bennett, Pedro Alonso Beroes Guerrero, Finian Michael Bialas, Madeline Suzanne Binkley, Brendan Lane Blackman, Hayden Christopher Boatcali, Alondra Bocanegra, Juan Carlos Bocanegra Ayala, Amy Catherine Bach, Ryan Lee Delbach, Ashley Dean Bodine, Emma Ann Bond, Prince Lamont Borton, Ashlyn Bronte Bowles, Avery Quinn Bradshaw, Jabril Hadith Braxton, Lauren Elizabeth Brenner, Jonathan Briones Casares, Danielle Jean Brock, Connor Michael Brooks, Sean Michael Brown, Braden Kane Bryant, John Rick Ray Bryant, Emma Ann Burke, Jonathan David Burr, Alexandria Janae Burton, James Dylan Buster, Candace Elizabeth Butler, Anthony Cabrera, Justin Thomas Cabrera, Nathan Alexander Cadena, Magali Calderon Penalosa, Vanessa Camacho, Natalie Campa, Jacqueline Campuzano, Brian Candia, Alexis Lizette Cantu, Cameron Page Cardenas, Kayla Ann Carlton, Caden David Carroll, Adam Andrew Cartez, Zoe Michelle Casey, David Alejandro Castellon Romero, Carlos Castro, Andrew James Ceballos, Melissa Ceballos, Catlin Hope Cedillo, Jason Eleuterio Chavez, Megan Faye Chavez, Julie Chazareta, Jackson Craig Crest,
Vivian Cisneros, Matthew Gabriel Clayton, Holden Matthew Schmela, Ian Christopher Cody, Weston Christopher Coleman, Joseph Christian Colligan, Amari Deshawn Connor, Ariel Celeste Cooper, Kelly Janae Cornish, Richard Michael Costa, Anaya Trayanne Craddock, Shelby Lynn Craig, Cassandra Luz Crespin, Aubrey Diane Christ, Riley Ann Criswell, DeAndre Crossland Jr., Anthony Joseph Cruz, Jasmine Abigail Cruz, Alea Josiah Davies, Corlin Chantre Davis, Dalen Miles Davis, Dijon Jalen Davis. Joshua Vandrew Davis. Daniel Angel de la Garza. Anthony John de la Sala. Annalie Diana de la Rosa. Jarin Dewan Davenport. Kai David DeVille. Jessica Ann Diamond. Matthew Richard Diaz. Jason Dosinani. Kevin Dociano. David Donoso. Andrew Walker Doma. William Michael Dubaya. Cameron Michael Dutton. Natalie Renee Eschel. Natalia Elizondo. Patricio Elizondo. Alan Michael Ray Ellis. Amelia Concepcion Espinoza. Guillermo Michaela Estrada. Kenneth Estrada Jimenez. Kai Michaela Fabian. David Fanek. Joshua Sergey Farmer. Abigail Venus Lily Fall. Hayden Walker Felchuk. Javier Antonio Fernandez Jr. Estefiano Paz Fernandez Palamedesa. Aladrian Janae Fleming Cheney. Jesus Eduardo Flores. Mario Umberto Flores Jr. Kathia Masala Flores Buezos. Jessica Flores Hernandez. Sophia Naomi Flores Avarello. William Brady Flournoy. Jacob Michael Forbes. Keith Edward Ford Jr. William Dean Ford. Brianna Nicole Fort. Karshana Star Shanae Flower Ellis. Gracie Fuentes Ramirez. Christy Ann Fuhr. Tatiana Milagros y Gabriel. Yehaida Amaris Gavaredo. Alan Garcia. Ashley Nicole Garcia. Ileana Marie Garcia. Isaiah Jacob Garcia. Joseph Daniel Garcia. Michael Anthony Garcia Jr. Miranda Rain Garcia. Sarah Ann Elizabeth Garcia. Scarlett Kuala Garcia Araquia. Alan Guillermo Garcia Fernandez. Michael Jacob Garner. John Garza. Wendeley Garza Garcia. Araya George. Ian Bruin, Germany. Meredith Fontaine Gerald. Michaela Renee Jacona. Demetris Jaden Gibbs. Christian Goggins. Levi Galani. Alejandro Antonio Gomez. Samantha Galilee Gomez. Lisbeth Gonzalez Lozano. Tori Dane Gouvion. Elijah Estefan Amalo Gregory. Ashley Guerrero. Juan Carlos Guerrero. Aiden Dylan Gwynn. Ethan Ray Gwynn. Christopher David Gutierrez. Javin Josiah Gutierrez. Natalia Gutierrez. Kevin Fernando Guzman Sanchez. Trinity Sky Haggerton. Haley Ann Doris Hall. Kayla Nicole Hall. Gracie Elizabeth Hamilton. Catherine Abigail Hamilton. Jordan Elizabeth Hanks. Megan Kylie Hansen. Alex Sue Harrell. Dimitri Blake Harris. Connor Ryan Hatch Sutherland. Ashlyn Diane Henley. Tawny Alexis Hernandez. Kermani Jalen Hill. Sarah Grace Hill. Andrew Xavier Hinoso. Zainab Zohar Harani. Roberto Achaluz. Saeed Achaluz. Heidi Marie Hoffert. Preston Allen Huff. Ethan Cole Hunn. Nicholas Robert Hunter. Sarah Jane Ibarra. Rihanna Wamba Isa. Darren Xavier Ayaya. Reagan Lane Jacob. Stephen Felder Jefferson. Katrania Nicole Jetter. Elijah Alexander Jimenez. Jonathan Gregory Johnson Jr. Sarah Amadeus Johnson. Tiara Alexis Johnson Bias. Alyssa Hope Jones. Haley Lynn Jones. Kaylin Tennille Jones. Mia Love Jones. Wayne Thomas Jones. Luz Daniela Horrores Hernandez.
Preston Thomas Jewell. Melahelani Allison Kelahicki. John Daniel Kendekai. Ryan Chase Kaufman. Nicole Elizabeth Kay. Shelby Diane Kay. Nathan Dejong Kim. Jackson Allen King. Kajundrian Kervasier King. Jordan Nicole Koch. Jetson Dare Koloje. Joshua Maxwell Kruger. Corey Thomas Coleman. Dimitri Lambert. Trevor Michael Lang. Kira Marie Lard. Haley A. Renee Lawson. Con Trang Song Lee. Robert Zachary Leach. Sophie Claire Lee. Itzel Leon. Anaya Zane Lewis. Jalen Michael Lewis. Spencer Thomas Limmer. Aaron Anthony Lyman. Colleen Amber Long. Kristen Jada Lopez. Lauren Paige Lopez. Natalie Renee Lopez. Joe Lopez Rodriguez. Amelia Lazada Armaza. Alexander Lucio. Esteban Farias Lobuano. Gwyneth Gail McCrae. Alyssa Jeanette Maldonado. Estrella Manujano. Evan Joseph Marquise. Alejandro Otonio Mariquin Sandoval. Jaden Rayling Marshall. Nicholas Chance Marshall. Rochelle Therese Marshall. Alyssa Nicole Martinez. Joshua Martinez. Kayam Dominique Martinez. Nicole Martinez. Randy Martinez. Vanessa Martinez. Jeremy Massimo Martinez. Nathan Michael Meritone. Myrna Masood. William Michael McConaughey. Marshall Shea McCrory. Reese Faye McDaniel. James Walker McKay. Patrick Wesley McMillan. Marshall O'Neill Meggs IV. Alexander Mejia. Heaven Alexis Mercado. Tatiana Sierra Metcalf. Jason George McKellis. Sophie Cormier Mierchin. Dina Marie Miles. Ella Elizabeth Minson. Tequila Ali Mitchell. Mason Keith Mullick. Angelina Julie Molina. Christian Alexandre Montano. Gabriela Judith Montesinos. Fernando Montoya. Victoria Ann Moore. Michael David Morales. Salvador Morales Jr. Alex Christian Moss. James Christopher Moss. Jordan Alexander Moasher. Andrew Macy Mooten. Parker Stephen Mooten. Usman Wasik Mubasher. Brandon Cole Munoz. Shannon Elizabeth Murphy. Ariane Nasiri. Isaac Luis Neal. Chandler Ryan Neely. Kayla Deshawn Neelys. Macy Elizabeth Newer. Zachary Boyd New. Madison Nicole Odom. Victoria Falasadi Nikionyasun Ogogwu. Marcus Antonio Olivares Ibarra. Cameron Marie Olson. Matthew Lee Olson. Amberly Ann Ortega. Alberto Ortega Ibarra. Diego Alexander Ortiz. Raquel Guadalupe Osorio. Christian Padilla Montoya. Sebastian Alejandro Palencia. Pediata Tandy. Antonio Pascal. Dhruv Sharat Patel. Carla Samantha Patino Mendoza. Kobe Achilles Patrick. Ivory Chanel Pennygraph. Gabriel Ray Penrice. Brian Perez. Mariah Monique Perez. Raquel Osorio. Vanessa Perez. Taj Lynn Perry. Taylor Ogosua Petties. Damian Don Hong Pham. Bridget Elizabeth Pickrell. Jocelyn Paige Pieri. Deborah Blanky Pakia Tongolu. Rodolfo Allen Panetta. Dakota Rain Poole. Jasmine Alexis Porter. Christopher Aiden Post. Alize Eliza Pozo. Kaylee Grace Parrish. Emily Marilyn Quintanilla. Caesar Alonzo Rabago. Anai Ramirez. Giselle Rosalind Ramirez. Lucia Glorinella Ramirez. Kristen Jada Ramos. Hannah Marie Rangel. Nathan Albert Rangel. Samantha Christine Rangel. Jason McGregor Raskin. Nicole Marie Rasmussen. Niles Cole Reed. Vivian Renee Reese.
Michaela Renee Ryland. Christian Emmanuel Relford. Colton Lee Ryder. Luis Rincon. Riley Elizabeth Risto. Andres Roman Rivera. Ariana Lizeth Rivera. Karina Rivera. Damara Montserrat Rivera. Luke Michael Robertson. Xavier Robertson. Alondra Rodriguez. Andre Castelleja Rodriguez. Brianna Yolanda Rodriguez. Edgar Eduardo Rodriguez. Helena Ann Rodriguez. Jonah Luis Rodriguez. Nicholas Matthew Rodriguez. Ashton Lorraine Rogers. Brian Enrique Rojo. Devin Mauricio Romero. Sergio Rosales. Marvis Brandon Royal II. Alicia Ruiz. Azure Mackenzie Runco. Tasia Aaron Russell. Rida Inam Saeed. Brandon Stephen Russell. Eric Matthew Sines. Nayeli Aureliana Salas. Melanie Salazar. Victor Camilo Salcido. Nicholas Jerron Salisbury. Dylan Tederick Salas. Joshua Aaron Samuel. Alexander Farid Sanchez. Rachel Sanchez Rios. Blake Aaron Sanders. Josue Arnaldo Sandoval. Ronald Samuel Santos. Jackson Fowler Skimma. Addison Elizabeth Scotty. Trevor Allen Schmidt. Ava Patricia Shore. Justin William Schreiber. Kayla Ann Schreiber. Angelica Jolie Schultz. Alicia Danielle Scott. Jocelyn Olivia Scott. Nicholas Seeberger. Maurice Minaj Sexton. Morgan Taylor Schaefer. Datavian Dwayne Shelvin, Manisha Kaur Sidhu, Valeria Maricela Silva Perez, Jagveer Singh, Varjeet Singh, Christian Xavier Alexander Smith, Kimya Tirane Jonice Smith, Jacob Samuel Smoker, Clara Annabelle Solis, Erwin David Soto Arellano, Hisami Sinai Soto Hernandez, Kayla Alyssa Spencer, Zachary Ethan Steinhagen, Winston Bardette Stewart Jr., Stephen Garrett Stills, Jamail Lewis Saduth, Trevor Anthony Tamborella, Alicia Danielle Taylor, Devontae Earl Taylor, Damian Xavier Tehran, Jaleel Marte Thomas, Russell Anthony Tino, Britt Kelly Tony, Anya Rose Toe, Jasmine Vanessa Trejo, Michelle Guadalupe Trejo, LaCorian Montrell Turner, Kishayla Latricia Tyler, Yelena Urena Calderon, Blake Edward Uvacek, Katya Esmeralda Vadavinos Reyes, Joshua Jareem Vaughns, Jennifer Vasquez, Terrence Quinn Vial Jr., Javier Velasquez Torres, Daniela Villalba, Thalia Verde Palmero, Amado Antonio Villarreal Jr., Nolan Thomas Visage, Yuen Tron Ki Vo, Alyssa Paige Wade, Joseph Matthew Wade, Zachary Dude Walden, Daquan Carl Wallace Green, Jael Skeffers Duran Ward, Jacob Martin Wargo, Derek Michael Waters, Anthony Martin Weber, Brooke Abigail Weber, Isabella Rose Westland, Braden Thomas Watley, Nicholas Jean Wild, Boley Calvin Williams V, Jania Shanae Williams, Michaela Janae Williams, Seth Van Williams, Trinity Lachelle Curiel Williams, Austin Ellis Wines, Maurice Descalzo Wilson II, David William Wolma, Carolina Alessandra Wooldridge, Ophelia Jane Wright, Marcos Antonio Yanez, Jonathan Keyshawn Young, Kennedy Nicole Young, Anthony Vincent Zamprelli, Sarah Rebecca Zavala, Maurice Wilson, Samuel Alexander Zepeda, and Stephen Alexander Zuniga.
Let's give another round of applause for our graduates. I would like to invite Dalia Awad to the podium, please, for the closing remarks. Dalia is the daughter of Hiba Saleh and Ghassan Awad. Following the closing remarks, please stand and join us in singing the Cy-Fair High School alma mater, pre-recorded by a Cy-Fair High School band director, John Nelson. At the conclusion of the alma mater, graduates will be released by row 1. Dalia.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. Good evening, graduates, staff, and parents. Before we close this ceremony, I'd like to share a few words on behalf of the senior class. To our teachers, administrators, friends, and families, thank you. Thank you for believing in us and supporting us throughout these last 4 years. We owe it to you. Class of 2021, congratulations. The countdown is officially over. We started high school in a time where our community was fragile and vulnerable after Hurricane Harvey, and we are leaving with it in the same state because of a pandemic. But despite it all, we are here today standing with one another as graduates. It is time for us to use what we have learned in the past 4 years in the next stages of our lives. We will each go on to pursue our own unique path. No matter what that path is, take pride in it. Be proud of where you came from and be proud of where you're going. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Work at your own pace and cherish every step that you take. We know that we are the future. Now it is time to accept that responsibility. One more time, congratulations and stay classy, Cy-Fair. Graduates and guests, please open your programs to page 1 and stand for our alma mater.